Hey guys, it's Brent. Welcome back to another episode of Life 101. All the things you should have learned in school, but you just never, ever did. You know, we're right in the middle of this fantastic series on manifestation. And today, it's going to be the most important video that I have done so far. Because we're going to be touching on two topics that if you can master these, you can change your life right now. It's super important. So even if you've never watched the first three parts of this, it doesn't matter. Watch this one now and then go back. But I'm telling you, watch this video today and everything's going to change. So today on Life 101, it's all about anchor images and programming your mind. All right, so how you guys doing out there? Hope you're having a great day today, wherever you are in the world. It is a beautiful day. We're alive and well. I was just thinking this morning, it's been about 3.5 years since I quit drinking. Alcohol, I always felt like crap afterward. It just never sat right with me. And I spent too many years indulging in it. It's been about 5 years since I quit smoking. And it's just incredible. You know, the more mind power you use, the more focus you're able to free up by letting shit go, the more willpower you have to direct to the things in your life that matter. Quitting smoking, quitting drinking, losing weight, connecting better with myself, getting closer with people that I care about. All of those things are possible when you free up the life force energy you've got tied up in so much crap. Well, today, we're going to go into strengthening your mind. So we're going to talk about a couple of things, but to be a master at manifesting. And people hear that word manifestation, I'm a manifester, and automatically they think new age bullshit. I am telling you the way that the universe works, manifestation, synchronicities, all of those things are real. You've got to be open to allowing them into your life. So to be a master of manifestation, you have to learn to control your mind, your imagination. Those will lead your ship and will take you to where you want to go. But don't get on a sinking ship. The key is all about combating fear and strengthening your mind so that you can switch from the fear and hopelessness of what you see to the faith and joy of what you want. It's believed that within 15 seconds of a deep feeling, you create the vibration of it and send it out. 15 seconds. That is something so important to know because that gives you 15 seconds to catch yourself from going down a dark hole of hopelessness and swinging it back to focusing on what you want. Because that 15 seconds, you can stop yourself from looping and falling down into a never-ending spiral. 15 seconds. Your goal is going to be to send out strong, positive messages for over 15 seconds. Every time you do this, you power up your manifestation. Now look, this is work. This is the difference between a master and a student. This is the difference between somebody who is awakened and somebody who has no idea that life has more to offer. A master has mastered his own thoughts. A master chooses which thoughts they allow to dwell in the home of their brain. A master is not caught by fear, but emboldened by love and by faith. So how do we build this strength of mind? Well, a wonderful teacher that I met years ago talked to her students about having success by using a simple anchor image. I started doing this 15 years ago, and it really changed everything for me. And now, with our clients, this is something that I always work into the curriculum. Let's find one for you, all right? Now, we're going to do a little exercise. This is what I call the finding your anchor image exercise, oddly enough, right? So listen, close your eyes and imagine yourself grinning from ear to ear with joy pouring out of you. See that, really see it and feel it. You got it? Good. Okay, where are you? Who's with you? What's the scene of pure bliss that you've imagined? Perhaps you're clutching dollars in your hand and yelling, I'm rich, I have so much money, I can help everyone I love and never work again. Great. So imprint this image. This is going to be your special image that we like to call an anchor image. This is the image that you will use to divert your mind every time it begins to work against you by throwing up fear or past failures. Now, it's important that you're also going to attach the feeling to that image. Now, each time you catch yourself unbelieving or thinking defeatist thoughts, switch immediately to the thought of your anchor image. Let's say it's you smiling with the people you love and waving $100 bills. Man, that sounds good to me. In any case, this is the beginning of training your mind and ultimately getting control of your own mind. You know, there's a great coach, Mel Robbins. Now, she has some things she talks about. She has a rule, a 5-second rule. Catherine and I have discussed this a little bit. There's certain things of hers that, you know, we don't exactly agree with, but this is something that is very, very true. As soon as she recognizes a defeatist thought and she feels doubt starting to creep in or hopelessness, she starts to feel things like, I can't do it, it won't work, I don't see how. She just stops the negative thought immediately, refusing to let it take form. And a great way to do that is there's a couple of ways. You can either think of the exact opposite. So if it's a negative image, you think of whatever the exact opposite positive image would be. All right. You're just going to refuse to allow it to form inside your mind. It's so important. Another way you can do it, and this has worked for me in the past, is if you're worried about something in particular, you can, in your mind, you could make it the most outrageous thing ever. And I'll tell you how that works. Maybe you're thinking, I'm having a problem at work. You're having a problem at work, right? And you're kind of afraid the boss is PO'd at you and you're nervous about it and your stomach's upset. So maybe in your mind, you just go to what is the absolute worst that can happen, right? Because what's the absolute worst that can happen? I mean, you could be fired. You'd be living under a bridge. You just explode it and make it ridiculous. So ridiculous that you laugh at it. You're living under a bridge. I'm going to be selling pencils in a cup on the street. And just make it ridiculous in your mind and you'll laugh about it. It takes the power that the fear has away. All right. When negative thoughts happen, stop. Just stop. This will get you out of the rut of fear. Don't allow yourself to slip into autopilot. Then, soon as you realize you're doing it, quickly, with intention, shift over to what you want and focus on your anchor image. Now, here's the work. Stop that negative thought of what you don't want and turn right to your anchor image to remind yourself that this is what you're creating. Negative thoughts need to be grabbed and halted like pestilence in your house. Continue to use your anchor image to help you stay positive. Feel free to fill in more colors, happy feelings, words, and images. Anything you can use to trick your mind at the beginning. It doesn't matter. Anything you have to do to stop with those negative thoughts. You want to reassure yourself that your only job is to sit in the joy and the presence of it. It's not your job to figure out how it's going to happen. It's not your job to act on the signs if and when they come. I'm sorry, it is your job. It's just your job to act on those signs if and when they come. As soon as you master your own thoughts and your own mind, the universe will align with your new image and start sending you signs on how to get onto the path you desire. This is synchronicity. It happens all the time. Most people write it off as coincidence. There's actually in our Facebook group, Students of Self-Empowerment, today someone was actually talking about this, about signs. Remember, when you get these to follow the signs, we need to enact all parts of ourselves. That's the mind, the body, and the spirit that we talked about last week. Do the actions you're prompted to make or research, or make the calls for the new business if you mind things being drawn or arising in your mind, if you feel that. I do not mean to allow your mind to worry you into action, just for the sake of action. I mean for you to follow the signs that Spirit will give you to deliver the dream that you desire. If you are listening to this because you have listened and read everything on manifesting and still don't seem to get what you want, nothing seems new, yet you are still not happy. You're not abundant. You're not in a loving relationship or the situation you desire. Let me tell you, the culprit is your mind. Absolutely 100%. You cannot master this by reading about it, by watching videos about it. If you master your mind, then you can master manifesting. And yes, The tips that I'm giving you, they're advanced, but they work, and they work immediately if you start putting them into place in your life. The first step is mastering your mind. If you've not mastered your own mind, then no amount of material or information or secret hints that I give you will be able to help you. I am here today as your wake-up call. Now, I don't want to be harsh, but you have to be sick of waiting. You have to be tired of waiting for your chance to be everything you can be. Let's get it right. Listen carefully. There's only one thing that I need to tell you. Take it to heart because it's true. You can do it. I don't even know what it is, but I know you can do it. Because anything that we put our mind to with positive thoughts and positive emotions, and we direct our energy, we can make the impossible possible. If you control your own mind, others will not be able to control it. Listen to that again. If you control your own mind, others will not be able to control it. Your mind is your compass. Wherever you point it, you will go. If you fill it with fear, with hopelessness, you will point it in a direction of those things. If you continually switch your mind back to that which you desire, to your anchor image, it must make its way to you. It's the law of affinity and the science of frequency attunement. It is not a maybe or a sometimes. It's a law that must come to you. It takes work, but the rewards are an extraordinary life of abundance on every single level. Now, I want to talk about programming yourself. Think of yourself like a computer. We are all born with the most amazing supercomputer ever invented. We have one from birth, but we never get the operating manual. We're walking around with this unbelievable machine inside of our heads, and we don't know how to use it. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to clear out those early bad patterns. Sadly, so many humans have low self-esteem and low frequency patterns installed in them during their youth, usually before 10 years old. And these first programs then become seemingly lifelong self-fulfilling prophecies. Because you were patterned with a certain frequency before you were 10, you pulled in that pattern, and now you believe you're stuck with this as your life. My friends, it's not true. You can change your pattern by changing your frequency. You can change your frequency by changing your thoughts. You have to get in. You have to dig out your old program and replace it with the one you want. That's why positive thinking on a surface level never works. You've got to get into your subconscious where that rusty programming is. You got to pull it out, you got to delete it, and you got to reinstall new programming. This is how you know that your past was just a story, and now it's time for you to claim your throne. I know many, many people. There are many coaches that have talked about becoming multi-millionaires just in a year or less by reading Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. That is one of the greatest books ever written if finances is the idea of abundance that you have. It can change everything. In my career, I've earned millions and millions of dollars. The objects, the lessons in that book, doesn't matter. It was written 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years from now. It works. All right. This immersion into new and higher thoughts will take over for you, and you will become a new dominant person because your thoughts will be dominantly positive. They'll be dominantly towards what you want in life. You can become successful beyond anything you've ever imagined, but you need to repattern yourself. All right? If you're not wealthy, you're not healthy, you're not happy, then you must begin to do it right away. You cannot manifest good things from a low frequency. All good things come in on the higher frequency. So in order to harmonize with all the loving, divine, and blissful higher frequencies, you must get yourself up to that level. One of the most potent sources I give to all of our clients to help them reverse their bad youthful patterning is to listen to mass affirmations daily in order to install a new pattern intentionally. Higher frequency patterns that you will put in will allow it to sink in subconsciously, just as it did when you were a child. Only this time, we will be patterning you on purpose with a higher, better program. You will need to address both self-worth and wealth patterns. There are a multitude of great options for these on YouTube. As a matter of fact, Catherine and I are working right now on guided meditation videos and affirmation videos that you can listen to. So those will be coming very, very soon. And they are created to install a new pattern inside you. I promise. This will change your life. So many people don't realize they're working off a faulty program. And that is why they seemingly fail at manifesting the life that they want. They sabotage themselves on a subconscious level that they don't even know is running. I highly advise that you listen daily to both self-esteem and wealth affirmations for an hour a day. You can do it on headphones. You can do it while you're working, have it running in the background. I guarantee it. I've seen it. I've lived it. It will change your life. Now, look, I'll tell you something I did. And if you're feeling inspired, try this. Record yourself saying the affirmations about whatever it is, self-love, confidence, wealth, and then listen back to the recording of yourself every day. So instead of listening to, a disembodied voice that's not yours, make it yours. Your subconscious will be able to connect to that on a much, much deeper level. Be disciplined. It's worth it. All good follows from this work because, again, it is the divine work of bringing more love into you for yourself and ultimately for everyone else. We are one. The love that you give yourself illuminates the rest of the lost. Be the love. Be the light. Most of all, be the director of your destiny and not the victim. The simple information I have given you today is all you need. Super powerful, right? Tomorrow, we're going to dive into how to stay high frequency. We're going to talk about what to do when somebody you care about, somebody you're in a relationship or a family member is on a lower frequency and what happens when they try to bring you down. And I'm going to tell you how you can change those things in your life. Now, if you have not joined our Facebook group, that is our community. That is our hub. That is where everything starts for us. All right. It's facebook.com/groups/students of self-empowerment. We are a like-minded group of people that are supporting and helping and empowering each other and showing that there's more to this life than we've ever realized before. On our path towards awakening, we're all in it together. It's Positivity 101. So come join us, facebook.com/groups/students of self-empowerment. It's open to the public, so you can come in and take a look. We would certainly love to have you as a member. Invite your friends, invite your family. And also, we are gearing up all of our new courses and coaching platforms. And Catherine and I are really pleased to announce our new mindset coaching. It's time to respectfully get your crap together. Don't be a prisoner anymore to your excuses. If you find yourself getting stuck and unable to identify what's holding you back, it's time to take a look at yourself. A real look at your complete self. All right? This is a hyper-condensed, no-nonsense approach to personal and professional development. Now, our personal mindset sessions are for action takers because each section works to maximize growth by diving past your surface level hurdles. We will work from the inside to identify and address the root causes of why you feel stuck before creating a cascade of systemic breakthroughs and fast, exciting growth. This personalized approach is unlike anything anyone else is doing, and it's going to allow you to work through even the most resistant of issues with continued guidance and support along the way. Mindset coaching cuts through the bullshit and allows you to see your life clearly through a fresh perspective, relieving internal tension and stress and enabling you to achieve incredible personal and professional transformations. Now, we're going to connect on a deeply personal level and we'll discover your aha moments together. And the great thing is you'll experience these moments as well as personal and professional breakthroughs from the comforts of home. Because now, for the very first time, our virtual mindset retreats and our one-on-one coaching sessions are available via Zoom. So if you're ready to cut the crap and make an impact, all it takes is that first leap into totally confusing territory. one foot in front of the other, and we will help you figure out the rest. If you're interested, go over to our website, taylor-webb.org/coaching, and you can take a look for yourself. Drop us an email and we'll send you some information. We would certainly love to do it. Now, I want to thank you for joining me today. It has been my pleasure, as always, to be with you. This is powerful information. Do not just watch this video and forget it. Implement it in your life and everything will change. It's not just a tagline, it's the truth. Stop deferring enjoyment. Stop waiting for life to take off. It will take off when you make it take off. You have to start making those moves. So now is the time to do it. Go out. Enjoy the day today. It's a beautiful day no matter where you are. And remember, don't worry. Be happy and feel good. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.